Yes, my friends, it's been a hot week behind the scenes for the Denver Broncos. The Denver Broncos recruiting strategy is becoming clearer after the NFL Combine, and the buzz surrounding their approach is electrifying. Reports indicate that the team's primary focus is on two crucial positions, running back and tight end. With a deep class at both positions, the Broncos are in a prime position to land dynamic playmakers who can elevate the offense alongside their newly minted franchise quarterback. We have some news and important points to share with you. Before we begin, make sure you've hit the like button if you've been a Denver Broncos fan for over 20 years. Some people here have been fans since the 70s. It's great to see you here. I hope the Broncos bring lots of joy to the next generation. If possible, comment like this: the Denver Broncos live in my heart. Head coach Sean Payton has made it clear that he wants to go big next season and that his fans hoping for a Super Bowl. But more on that in a moment. We have something important to address first. Broncos insiders confirmed that nearly a third of the team's 45 formal interviews at the Combine were spent evaluating running backs and tight ends. This suggests that Denver is committed to bolstering its offensive arsenal with versatile, high-potential talent. The front office appears determined to build a supporting cast that can contribute immediately and grow alongside its young signal caller. At the running back position, names like Ashton Jeanty, Trey Henderson, and Amarian Hampton stand out as potential first-round targets. Jeanty, in particular, has drawn significant interest, showcasing elite vision, burst, and receiving ability, qualities that align with Sean Payton's offensive philosophy. However, there's growing speculation that Jeanty may be off the board by the time Denver picks at number 20. If that's the case, Henderson and Hampton remain strong alternatives. Henderson's balanced skill set and Hampton's elite athletic profile, highlighted by a 9.61 relative athletic score, RAS, make them viable first-round options. But the Broncos' interest in playmakers doesn't stop there. The tight end class is loaded, and Denver is doing its due diligence on multiple prospects. Colston Loveland, Tyler Warren, and Terrence Ferguson have all been linked to the team. Loveland, considered by many as the best all-around tight end in the draft, could be gone before the Broncos pick. Warren, a physical specimen from Penn State, and Ferguson, an athletic pass catcher from Oregon, remain strong possibilities. One of the most intriguing elements of Denver's draft strategy is whether they might trade back. If the top running backs and tight ends are off the board, moving down a few spots to collect additional draft capital could be a smart move. This would allow them to address another critical need, such as interior offensive line, safety, or defensive tackle, while still landing a quality tight end or running back in the second round. Safety Nick Emanwari has emerged as a potential target if the Broncos opt to fortify their secondary. Emanwari's size, range, and ball-hawking ability make him a natural fit in Denver's evolving defense. Meanwhile, defensive tackle Walter Nolan and linebacker Jihad Campbell are among the defensive prospects who could warrant first-round consideration. Ultimately, Denver's approach to the draft is all about maximizing value. If their top targets at tight end and running back are available at number 20, the pick will likely be one of them. But if the board doesn't fall in their favor, a trade-down scenario could open the door for a different position of need. Broncos country, what do you think? Should Denver prioritize running back or tight end in the first round, or is trading back the smarter move? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let's talk about it. The Broncos front office is clearly zeroing in on offensive playmakers, but the big question remains, how aggressive will they be? If Ashton Jeanty or Colston Loveland is available at number 20, will they pull the trigger, or will they prioritize depth and flexibility by moving back? One thing is certain, Denver cannot afford to miss on this pick. With Bo Nix stepping into the franchise quarterback role, the team must surround him with weapons that complement his skill set. The front office appears to be modeling its strategy after successful offenses that have built around young quarterbacks with dynamic supporting casts. Think of how the Miami Dolphins maximized Tua Tagovailoa's potential by surrounding him with explosive playmakers, or how the Buffalo Bills structured their offense around Josh Allen. That's where a player like Jeanty becomes so intriguing. His combination of vision, agility, and pass-catching ability makes him a prototypical Sean Payton running back. He's drawn comparisons to Alvin Kamara, a player Payton utilized masterfully in New Orleans. However, if Jeanty is gone, Trey Henderson and Amarian Hampton provide strong fallback options. Henderson, with his polished running style and ability to contribute in the passing game, fits the mold of what Denver needs. Hampton, on the other hand, is a physical runner with elite athleticism. His RAS score of 9.61 was among the best in the class, proving he has the raw tools to dominate at the next level. But let's not overlook the tight end position. Denver's offense lacked a true difference maker at tight end last season, and Sean Payton has made it clear that he values that position. The Broncos are doing their homework on multiple tight ends, and while Colston Loveland remains the dream scenario, other names like Tyler Warren, Terrence Ferguson, and even Clemson's Jake Briningstool offer exciting potential. Briningstool, in particular, has caught the eye of Broncos insiders due to his athleticism and route running ability. If Denver goes running back first, don't be surprised if they prioritize a tight end early on day 2. The wild card in all of this? The possibility of adding a veteran in free agency. The market isn't deep at tight end, but a player like Zach Ertz could provide a reliable presence in the short term while a rookie develops. That approach could allow Denver to focus on running back or even a different position altogether at number 20. That brings us to another critical aspect of Denver's draft strategy, the possibility of a trade down. If the right running back or tight end isn't there, Denver could slide back a few spots and still land a premium talent while stockpiling additional picks. Safety Nick Emanwari is a name that's generating buzz as a potential first-round target in the right scenario. The Broncos also have a clear need on the defensive line, and a player like Walter Nolan or Kenneth Grant could make sense if Denver opts to bolster its defensive front. Ultimately, the Broncos' draft plan is shaping up to be one of the most intriguing storylines of the offseason. The team is doing its due diligence on some of the top offensive playmakers, but they also appear open to flexibility depending on how the board falls. So, Broncos country, now it's your turn. What do you want Denver to do with the number 20 pick? Are you all in on a running back like Jeanty or Hampton? Should they go after a tight end like Loveland or Ferguson? Or does a trade down make the most sense? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let's get the conversation going. With the NFL draft rapidly approaching, the Broncos' path forward remains one of the most debated topics among fans and analysts alike. Denver has clearly positioned itself to make a major move at either running back or tight end, but as the dust settles from the NFL combine, the front office must now assess whether staying at number 20 is the best decision, or if they should consider alternative paths to maximize value. Denver's offense has long been searching for a game-changing running back. While Javonte Williams has shown flashes of brilliance, his injury history has left the Broncos without a true bell cow option. Enter Ashton Jeanty, Trey Henderson, and Amarian Hampton, all of whom have been frequently linked to Denver in mock drafts. Jeanty remains the crown jewel of this running back class. His ability to contribute as both a rusher and a receiver makes him an ideal fit for Sean Payton's offensive scheme. The Broncos formally met with him at the Combine, yet interestingly, Payton himself was not present during that meeting, potentially signaling that the team doesn't expect Jeanty to be available when they're on the clock. If Jeanty is gone, Trey Henderson becomes the next logical target. Henderson's performance at the Combine solidified his status as a future NFL playmaker. He brings a level of polish to his game that should allow him to contribute from day one, and his running style fits perfectly within Payton's offense. Then there's Amarian Hampton, who tested off the charts at the Combine. His 9.61 relative athletic score, RAS, ranks among the best in history, and his ability to break tackles and accelerate in the open field makes him a nightmare for defenders. While he may not be as complete a back as Jeanty or Henderson just yet, his upside is undeniable. What do you have to say about this, Broncos fans? Should the team go for a running back or a tight end in the first round, or would a trade down be the smarter move? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and click on the playlist on the screen to catch more exclusive news firsthand. See you next time.